Now from the land of 10,000 lakes, we've got afternoon baseball from Target Field in Minneapolis. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Minnesota Twins. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Big Daddy Kelly gets the starting nod for the Twins. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, he's a rookie on the mound. Doesn't have a lot of experience at this level, but he's getting better and better. We'll see how he does in this one.
Johnny Giavotella makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Angels, second baseman, number 14.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. Eric, these Twins as they take the field here this afternoon. They come into this one off a loss that finally snapped what was a long winning streak.
And it's been a good start to the homestand for them. They've taken 3 of the first 4, so they've had it going here. No question about that.
High in the air out to center field. Red has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, you always have to be aware of Mike Trout. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Striding into the box, Steve Finley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. And a good pitch there as Finley misses it for strike 2. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. You'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Mike Trout is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Work on offense. We've got no... On the mound for game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, in his last start, didn't seem to have as good control. Ended up walking just to be better here in this one.
Kiki Bones comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Twins, left fielder Kiki Bones.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. These Angels, Eric, as they enter play here this afternoon. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
They've been good away from home here, too. They've won 3 of their first 4 on this road trip, and that's a sign that these guys are really coming together as a ball club.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1.
Count is 2-1.
to 2-2 now.
Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Richards peers in. 2-2 on its way home. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to gather it in and make the play for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Steve, what are they going to have to do to force a rubber match in this series?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Rusty Red will get his first cuts here, and the danger's obvious as he currently leads the American League in home runs.
And you know, guys, he's got a boatload of home runs over his last 10 games, so you almost expect him to hit one every time he steps up there.
And he takes ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. 2 gone. And with that, let's give you a look at the way the Angels match up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it, to the shortstop, or actually anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Rico Black will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Grounded back up the middle. Simmons has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. After 1, no score. Jim Edmonds makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
In there at the knees, strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
The 0-2 delivery. And Edmonds swings through that one as he's retired for the first out.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Settling in now, C.J. Cron, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. In there, strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Oh, and this ball's center cut right here. Got it right on the barrel. He just drills it into left field for a one-out single.
Cole Calhoun will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Such a good pitch right there. That first pitch changeup. When you can tell a guy's up there all amped up to hit, use that against him.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, and that's a good fastball right there. He might have been thinking about protecting against that sinker.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. You know, try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he's back standing. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through for a hit.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto, now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. No home runs as of yet, and a pair of RBIs. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Hit hard back up the middle. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. J.J. Watts will dig in, and as you can see, he's got that average up near the 400 mark to start the season.
And he's off to the start we all expected. I think he'll be right up there on the leaderboards at the end of this season.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Oh man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Smoked on the ground left side. And that'll get by into left field, so he's on to lead off the inning.
This is a very good approach here with 2 strikes. It's a smart approach. You know, he's not trying to come out of his shoes here. He just makes a good 2-strike adjustment and delivers a nice solid base hit. That's how you do it.
Now to the plate, Chubby Ali, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get back in standing.
Keeping him close.
Richards comes set. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Nobody out, runner on first. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Here it comes on 0-2. Runners off for second. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. A quick out number 1.
He might have had that one stolen that time, but he winds up popping this one up, so runner has to go back to first.
Antonio Moose is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And in a scoreless ball game, a lot of times it's a manufactured run that gets your guys on the board first, and they'll have an opportunity to do so now as he's in scoring position on the stolen base.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. On the ground up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Antonio Moose has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well. And in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like. But there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Shorty Mack will take his first cuts now. Currently second in the American League in home runs.
Now, this guy is just flat out taking the baseball world by storm. It's not often you see a rookie come to the big leagues and show off this kind of raw power.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Pitch out.
1-1.
Nothing doing. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out.
And that misses 2-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him, as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Batting 8.
Stepping in now, Coco Brown. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Toward the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting 9th. Designated hitter, Neil Alderati.
Neil Alderati will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
0-1.
High and deep to left center field. Back goes Trout, still going back. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Twins. Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Yunel Escobar will stand in, hoping to get things turned around here in April as he enters play with an average down in the 220s. Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a cold strike 2. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
We got 3 and 2.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Drilled to the left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
You know, guys, we all know that those kind of games are going to happen in this sport. It's a tough game out there, no matter who you are. But the good ones are able to put that day behind you and go out.
Now after the big inning your ball club just put together, you can't let them respond with a big inning of their own. But here they are with 2 on now and trying to answer right back.
Johnny Giavotella will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And that's in there for strike 1.
And in a National League game, this might be a spot to put one down, but I sort of doubt we'll see that here.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there, on to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Into the box now, Steve Finley. That's popped up out towards short right field. Mack onto the grass. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Kiki Bones digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Well, anytime you can retire this guy, that's good. Anytime you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And anytime you can do it on one pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Rusty Red is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The batter, the shortstop, Rico Black.
Digging in, Rico Black. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. You know, a pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Trout on the run, and that retires the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Mike Trout ready to settle in here to start the Angels half of the inning. Matt Vasgersian joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons with you in this one. Drilled right back up the middle. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Standing in now, Jim Edmonds. As he'll take a look at ball one. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And this pitch misses. It's 2-1 now to the Angel right fielder. Set to deliver on 2-1. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Drilled to the right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner.
Well, you know you're talking about a nice streak when you get up over 10 games in a row, and now that's 11 for this guy, so he is feeling it.
Here's C.J. Cron now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Runners on first with one down. Now,
very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now a snap throw to first. Just keeping him close.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
And here you go, one more time. You keep making quality pitches, keep getting quality outs. I mean, that pitch right there on the outside corner, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that pitch.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Angels strand 1. Still down 3-0. J.J. Watts is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And this is taken outside for ball one. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Finley is there. One out.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
In now, Chubby Ali. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. On to first, and there were two down.
Now batting.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Antonio Moose stands in following an RBI single this first time through. Richards is ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Yeah, and he had his first major league hit earlier in the game. How about a two-hit game to start things out? Attaboy.
Shorty Mack will get a shot here with two away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That two-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Here comes the first pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Trout going back on it to the track. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left for Minnesota, but they lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Giovanni Soto, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
On the corner at the knees, 0-1. The pitch count there, one pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And Soto able to lay off there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Yunel Escobar is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. No runs, 5 hits. And no errors to this point for the Angels. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And this one's taken by Escobar. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And another foul ball. 1-2. Here it comes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. 2 out, nobody on. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Hit hard up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Johnny Giavotella will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hard liner toward short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Steve Finley stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
And a high strike there, 0-1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
2 down, runners at first and second. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Angels strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. Coco Brown comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the seats, 0-1.